Folks, how are you? Welcome to Dissect That Film.
Dr. Reeves?
What? No, it's Joey C. and Dissect That Film. Just open the door, man. We're gonna review Leprechaun 4 in space.
Okay, hang on. I just have to disable the security system.
Flip the switches to maximum amplification as Parker, Dan, and Angela prepare for their operation. With trivia and plot points scrawled across their walls, laughter and debate erupts as the movie's drama calls. The world may call them crazy, minds gone astray, but genius and passion and madness all dance the same way. Now the show begins to rise from its broadcast realm, and you can open your eyes as we dissect that film.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Dissect That Film Podcast, a podcast that dissects the good, the bad, and the ugly of cinema. I am your host, Brett Parker, and joining me as where are they?
Oh God,
where's Dan and Angela? Did they get blasted off into space?
I think they did.
No, the plague got them, unfortunately. But
That's
hopefully they'll be able to fight it off, and they'll be back for the next time. But guess what? I couldn't do this by myself, because guess what? It is our yearly Leprechaun chat, and we are on the 4th installment, and we can't do a Leprechaun chat without our resident Leprechaun himself. I don't know. I guess, Joey, you're a Leprechaun. We got the official Joey C back in the house. Joey, welcome back.
Thank you. Happy to be here. I look forward to these episodes every year. And when you chatted me a couple of weeks back and said, it's almost time, I'm like, yeah, next year. What are you talking about? And you're like, it is next year. All right, here we go.
March comes so fast. It literally hits you. You're like, holy shit, we're in March already?
I feel like we just did the 3rd one, and now we're doing the 4th one again.
Oh, my God. I know, right? And, like, you talk about Leprechaun 3, and you're like, man, this movie's so good. It's so fun. Great effects. You know, Warwick Davis just on his A game. How can you top that? Guess what, guys? Before Jason was blasted into space, that Leppy boy bastard was blasted into space. As today, we are talking about 1996's Leprechaun 4 in space. Yeah. Oh, man.
Play.
This has been the entry that I feel since we've started doing the Leprechaun retrospectives all the way back in like 2022, I think was the first one. You weren't a part of it. It was just me, Dan, and Angela. We covered Leprechaun 1. You joined us for 2. Yep. Which, that's starting off on Leprechaun 2 is a rough one. But you know what, Joey? It just gets better, because Leprechaun 2 may be the worst movie in the Leprechaun series with Warwick Davis. I want to put that little asterisk next to it, because there is one that's not even with Warwick Davis. There's actually 2, but one of them is the Warwick Davis Leprechaun, where another one is just not at all. But we got a long time before we got to talk about that Leprechaun movie. But today we're talking about Leprechaun 4 in space, directed by Leprechaun 3's director, Brian Trenchard Smith.
Oh, nice.
So as soon as Leprechaun 3 came out, I think TriStar owns Leprechaun. Well, at the time they owned Leprechaun. And they were literally like, we want another one. And he was like, okay, well, what do you want? And they're like, I don't know. Like, what about putting him in space? And he was like, okay, why not? It was one of those things. He drew up an idea for it, literally just walking in there and be like, what if we made an alien ripoff, but instead of a xenomorph, it was just Leprechaun. It was just the Leppy boy bastard, as we like to call him here, or Lubdan, which is a name that
oh yes, of course, I forgot.
No one uses other than I think us and Movie Dumpster.
Probably. Yeah.
But
I forgot about that bit from last year.
But the crazy thing is that Smith went into like the studio offices, and his pitch was the dick scene, was Leprechaun exploding out of the guy's dick. That was his pitch, and they were like,
fucking
sold. Bring it
my
on.
God. Wow. Well, great fucking idea to pitch, though.
Right?
Can't blame them.
So this had a budget of $1.6 million. It didn't have a box office because after Leprechaun 1, or no, actually, it was after Leprechaun 2, they went straight to DVD or straight to video.
Yeah, right.
So, yeah. And to be honest, this movie probably wouldn't have made a lot of money back in that, like at that time. This is what we would call a cult classic. Like, people have come out of the woodworks picking this as their favorite Leprechaun movie. It's crazy the amount of love that Leprechaun 4 gets. And I just think it's because of the absurdity of it all.
Mhm.
Because if you think about it, like, a lot of people love Jason X, which is like such an out there addition to that long running franchise.
Yeah.
Where Leprechaun was just like, yeah, fourth movie, fuck it, we're going to space. Like, they just did not care. There was just no care. And the thing is they don't need continuity in this franchise because from what I've read and seen, it's a different Leprechaun every time. It's just Warwick Davis playing the same Leprechaun, but he's a different Leprechaun.
I remember we talked about that in either the sequel or the trequel. I don't know what you call the third one, but I remember you mentioning that once, that it was a different Leprechaun every time.
Yeah.
That solves all your fucking continuity problems right there.
Exactly. It's like, it's a perfect situation because it was a moment in time where just sending your horror villain to space was like the cool thing. Cause like Hellraiser even did it. Like Pinhead was in space, for anyone who didn't know. And that was, I think, the fourth entry of that franchise. So yeah, going to sending a horror villain to space. Cool. Also, this is a movie where even if you could put any type of villain in it and the movie works every time. Like, you take the Leprechaun out and put just anyone in there.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good point.
It's gonna work. It's just the fact like I stated before, it's Alien, but the Leprechaun is the xenomorph.
Yeah, you just replace it with Jason, the xenomorph. I'm surprised that they didn't put Freddy Krueger in space, come to think about it.
I think that like as much as it's saying it's a grounded franchise is kind of wild, since it's literally a dude killing people in their dreams. But that, like, I felt like they wanted that to be more grounded, quote unquote,
more serious.
Yeah, where it was like, we can't send. What are they gonna do? Like, the only thing I think that would work for Freddy being in space is if it was like a deep space travel and people are in like hypersleep and he's somehow fucking killed. But it's always the question of why, because like Freddy kills the kids of Springwood for a reason. Like, he's doing what he's doing for a reason instead of just kind of killing people. So yeah, Freddy wouldn't have made much sense. I would love to, dude, Chucky, send that little bastard up there, dude. Yeah. Chucky in space, man. That'd be so cool. It's Chucky just a perfect situation.
Leprechaun.
Oh, why did that not happen?
Dude, I don't know, dude. They could have done a bunch of those. Pinhead versus Michael Myers, Chucky versus Leprechaun, Freddy versus Jason, Leatherface versus Leatherface. I don't know.
Leatherface in space.
But he's a human, though. So we'd have to find another human monster to go against him.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. So it was written by Dennis Pratt, who wrote other things, nothing that I saw of like super importance. Of course, it was based on the characters by Mark Jones, R.I.P., was the original director of Leprechaun, just passed away not too long ago.
Yep.
The cast, we got Warwick Davis back as Lubdan the Leprechaun, because that's his name, guys. Don't forget it. It's Lubdan, even though
Does
you
it
never
say that on Google.
It says it on Wikipedia. It's Lubdan the Leprechaun.
Oh my God.
Going back to Dennis Pratt, I think there was one movie that I saw that he had done that I was like, oh, he did that movie? Okay, never mind. He didn't do anything of that importance. He wrote 9 other things. He wrote Kickboxer 3. This was the one. So guys, in 1997, we had Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate Winslet sailing on the Titanic, falling in love and dying during a horrific tragedy. In 2000, this man would write a movie about another sinking of the sister ship to the Titanic with Britannic. And boy, does the CGI look awful. It probably looks, it's like on par with this. It's bad.
That's saying something, dude. That is really saying so, especially like 4 years or 5 years of advancements.
my
Like, holy
God, dude.
shit, dude.
So we'll talk more about the CGI when we get to the first scene with CGI, because boy, oh boy, that is a big talking point in this one, because
Yep.
not very good. Gabe Bartolosa came back to do the makeup effects, and to be honest, his creatures in this movie are kind of the highlight, like a big highlight of this movie. Of course, Warwick Davis as the Leprechaun always looks cool. Like the makeup, that's the one thing that this franchise has been very consistent with, is that Warwick Davis's makeup still looks great every single time. They make little subtle changes every single time, but it still looks really good. So we have, for the other cast, we have Rebecca Carlton as Princess Zarina, Brent Jasmer, or Sylvester Stallone Light, as Staff Sergeant Books Malloy. We have Jessica Collins as Dr. Tina Reeves. We have Guy Seiner as Dr. Mittenhand. Gary Grossman as Harold. Joseph Slavin as Captain Snake Marcus. Tim Colcherry as Master Sergeant Metalhead Hooker. Man, they really didn't think hard with his name. They're like, well, he's got a metal head, so what should we name? What his nickname be? All right. The legend himself, Miguel A. Nunez Jr. as Private Sticks. This is our second episode in a row with Miguel Nunez Jr., as he was in Friday the 13th, Part 5, A New Beginning.
Oh, yeah, he was.
Oh, damn, enchiladas.
Oh, yeah, when he's on the toilet.
Yeah.
He's also in Slam Dunk Ernest, too.
He sure is.
Yep.
You can hear me talk about my thoughts on Slam Dunk Ernest over on Official Joey C's channel. We have Tool Time herself. We got Home Improvement's Debbie Dunning as Private Dolores Costello. Mike Conzillo as Private Danny O'Grady. Rick Peters as Private Mooch. Jeff Mead as Private Kowalski, which every time I hear that, I just think those penguins from Madagascar. There's that one that's named Kowalski. And Lad York as Private Lucky. So, it was released October 31st, 1996 in Russia. That's a weird release date for them. And February 25th, 1997 in the United States. That's weird that Russia got so much earlier than we did.
Huge gap. I wonder why that does it. I wonder if it says it why that is.
I don't know.
Because that is a huge gap. It says nothing on it. God damn it.
Yeah,
I want to know.
Yeah, that's weird.
Maybe in Russia they love the Leprechaun movies.
Yeah,
I don't know.
We want it first. Give us Leppy. Give us Leppy, boy bastard.
I'm surprised it's not banned over there.
Probably is now.
Yeah, sure.
Music was done by Dennis Michael Tenney, who did the music for Leprechaun 3. He also did the music for Pinocchio's Revenge, which is a movie that I saw a couple of years ago because Movie Dumpster covered it. It's a wild time. But yeah, it ran at 95 minutes, and I think we should jump into the plot of whatever the hell this movie is. Are you ready, Joey?
I am born ready. I love this.
All right, Joey, you got to help me out. I don't have my cohorts with me.
I can do this.
Right,
I can do it. I can do it.
It is time to dissect that boom. Oh my goodness. Well, the movie starts with a PS2 cut screen.
Dude, even worse. Even worse.
PS1.
It's like PS0, dude.
So the CG budget for this movie was $80,000. $80,000. It was $1.6 million.
Wow.
So like nothing was put to the visual effects. And the director literally called the CG effects below PlayStation.
He really said that? That's hilarious.
Yes. It's so good. Oh my goodness. So we get a search and destroy mission where we meet our crew, which is what we got here? We got Books, we got Snake, Metalhead, Sticks, and then I like how Dolores is just Dolores. Like she doesn't even have a cool nickname. It's just Dolores. We have Mooch, Kowalski, and Lucky. Of course, a big ragtag group of guys. You got the Sylvester Stallone lookalike, which, funny enough, the director wanted him to act like Sylvester Stallone at one point. Like, in the movie.
Oh my God.
Because it was kind of just like the director didn't give a shit. He was just like, I want to make a fun movie. So I'm going to hire a guy who looks like one of those, like one of the big action stars of the time. And I want him to just act like him. But he was afraid that Sylvester Stallone was going to find out and sue him.
Oh,
so they're like, okay, maybe well, you of course you can't get away from looking like the guy, but don't act like him.
That's fair. That's fair. That's sad. But that's why I love this movie, because they don't take it too seriously. But they took seriously, and I'm glad they did.
So we also have, you got Miguel Nunez Jr. He's the one black character, and funny enough,
yep.
Spoiler alert, he doesn't die first, which is
that's right. Yeah,
which is something that is at the time was unheard of for horror. It was like, oh, we have a black character. You're probably going to see them die first. And you're like, well, why?
Yeah, that's silly. That. Who made that rule?
I don't know. Racist people.
Yes.
And we have, and this was, I have seen this movie a bunch of times. I've seen this, growing up and all that. I completely forgot Debbie Dunning was in this movie. Heidi from Home Improvement. And I watched Home Improvement a lot growing up. And I'm like, that's Heidi, dude. Goddamn, dude. Debbie Dunning.
Smoke show.
Oh, my goodness. I
actually think this was the first Leprechaun movie I saw.
Oh,
it's hard to remember, but I'm pretty sure this is the first one, because this is the one that I know the most. I've seen this one by far more times than any of the other ones.
Another great thing about this franchise is like you could just jump in anywhere, because I said, it's a different Leprechaun every time. So there's no like, hey, remember what happened in part 2? That's what leads them into doing this in part. No. We get none of that. There's no connective tissue other than Warwick Davis is playing the Leprechaun again. Like there's nothing else.
He's going to kill people.
Yeah, and he's going to kill people in creative ways.
I wasn't going to rewatch the movie again because I know this movie so well, but I just genuinely wanted to watch it again. So, and like I told you before we started going, I watched it twice. Amazing. Yesterday and today.
Man, the dedication.
That's right. That's what you get over here.
So we get our doctor who comes in, and she's just like, hey, I'm going to join you for your mission. And of course, we have Sergeant Metalhead or Master Sergeant Hooker, who's just like, oh my God, we got a lady on here. I was like, yeah, you already have a woman on your team already. So it's kind of crazy. And then he throws him to books, and he's like, get her ready for combat. Like pretty much like you're the babysitter now.
We see the cliche love thing happening.
Oh, Lord. Yep. Gotta do that.
Yep. Every movie's got it.
Tim Colseri, who plays Master Sergeant Hooker, he was in Full Metal Jacket.
Yes, he was. Yeah.
And he actually says a line in this movie that he also says in Full Metal Jacket. It happens later on.
Really?
It happens later on in the movie. Yeah. It's something super simple, like roll out or something. It was or move out or something like that. It was something stupid. Somebody's like, he said that in Full Metal Jacket. I'm like, he said a simple phrase?
Yeah,
wow.
That's a piece of trivia right there.
That's crazy. There's a lot of research was done for that. But yeah, it's so funny when she walks in and he's just like, ew, lady, get out of here.
I think he calls her little girl.
Yeah.
Dude, she's the same age as the other lady right there.
What are we thinking?
I also love their chant. They're Semper Fi, do or die, kill, kill, kill thing. Yeah. I'm like, why are they so violent, dude?
And you find out they're the worst fucking Marines you'll ever see.
Yeah,
they're all terrible. Oh,
not trained at all.
But you find out that she is the guy that hired them to do this mission. She works for him, Dr. Mittenhouse, or is it Mittenhouse? Yeah, Mittenhand. Sorry, I don't know why I put house and Mittenhand.
Honestly, Mittenhouse sounded right.
Yeah, it's whatever. So Books is getting her prepped for battle, and of course, like you said, is get that oh no, I fell into you. Oh no.
Lock eye contact too.
My favorite is Miguel Nunez Jr. or Sticks. He is just sitting there, just kind of what are you doing? What's going on over there? This is so good. He's so good. He's just perfect, man. He's
so good.
When I see him in a movie, you're just this movie might become trash, or it may be trash, but as long as he shows up, I'm gonna have a good time. I'm gonna have
always
a good
do with him.
So then we're in a cave that is glistening with gold, and we get a table for two, and you get Leppy Boy coming out in his suit. He's got a cigarette in his hand, and then we get this like scantily clad woman in the cave who you find out is a princess, and he's like, "Listen, I want to be king, and you're the way that I'm going to become that." And she's like, "I would never marry you. My father will get me out of here as soon as he'll find me, and I'll be gone, and you'll be dead." And he's like, "Oh yeah, you mean your poor ass dad? He got no money because he just gives it to everybody. Stupid."
That's right. And then he just like appears gold, and then she's like,
"Oh,
well, all right, yep, I'm in."
That changes everything.
Yeah, it would work with me, honestly.
True, and probably would. It probably work for me too.
Yeah,
Does that make me shallow? Probably.
that's
Probably.
fair.
I'm poor. Okay.
Me too.
So we are back on the plane, and we get the whole thing is like, "Hey, so what's going on with Master Sergeant's head? Why's he got a metal head?" And they go into this whole story about how he carried like a wounded soldier across a battlefield, and a bomb blew up, and it blew off half his head, and he got that metal plate there to kind of keep him alive, but he's a real hero. And the metal they used was crylanium. I'm like, oh, okay, so a metal that goes on this guy's head is called crylanium for cranium. Okay. Yep. Creative.
Interesting. Real creative.
Oh man, but we're back in the cave with Leppy Boy and the princess, and she is woozing him around and telling him like all the different things that he could do as king, and she does the long live the king.
Long live the king.
I'm like, the last time I heard that, I'm just getting like PTSD flashbacks watching The Lion King for the first time. Scar, no!
Right around the same time, too.
True, yeah, it was a couple years after, yeah. And we then get a shot. We get a shot of the spaceship of the space. Well, the spaceship coming out.
Yeah,
and you're
that's
like,
right.
Oh my God, dude! Like, I get it. It's 1996. This money had like no budget, but like you could have put a little bit more money into the effects, especially when you're making a movie that's in space. It'll give me something that doesn't look like I'm playing Star Fox on the N64.
I think Star Fox would look better.
It probably did.
Yeah, dude.
This is PS1. This is 100% playing like some weird space game on the PS1. It's fucking wow.
It's really shocking. Like, you see a movie and you're like, oh yeah, that's pretty bad effects, right? Like, yeah. Like, I'll think of like a modern example of like in Send Help, when during the pig monster was like pretty bad CGI. And in movies, you're like, yeah, it's pretty bad CGI. This movie is like, pause it and stand up off the couch going, oh my God, dude. What the fuck am I looking at, dude?
But it's one of those things where it's just like, what were they going to do? They weren't going to be able, like, they didn't have the money to do it.
Yeah, I guess that's true. I mean, you got to use your resources how you can.
I mean, that was the thing. The director's like, that's why. I mean, when you think about this movie was it was fun to make, but looking back at that CG, it was like, it was the worst part. It was like my least favorite part was having to like even oversee that and be like, yeah, that looks acceptable. That looks like it'll pass. No, it doesn't. It looks awful. It's the worst. Some of the worst CGI I've ever seen. That is true. No, you want to see? You know what it looks like? It looks like Tron. It looks like Tron. Tron did it better in 1982 when it wasn't even CG. It was fucking green screen and all this different color, like lighting effects and stuff. Wow.
Oh, dude, don't worry. It gets much worse. It gets much worse in
this
like
very
the next shot.
Yeah, where we see a planet and then it like does this panning across the planet, and then it's just people standing there like, where are you looking right now?
Like behind these like big plastic rocks. It is so fucking bad. It's crazy. That's worse than the plane thing. It is. I mean, at least they matched the lighting as close as they could, but holy shit, dude, it's horrible.
It was like, I burst out laughing when it pans over to all of the people standing in front of this like purple background, And I was like, is this a music video? Like, what is going on right now? Where are they looking? Like, everybody's just kind of standing in one spot, just like looking at a direction of something. I don't know. It's
at the very least they're recording or they're looking in the same direction and not like separate directions.
And then one of them, somebody asks, I think the doctor asks Books if she's like, "Are you scared?" He's like, "Nah." I was like, "Fuck yeah, I'm scared. Like, what the hell are we talking about? I'm on an unknown planet." Yeah, like I don't know what the hell we're up against. Like, for one, what was their mission? Was their mission to get the leprechaun?
Yeah, the monster was disrupting mining operations.
That's right.
So they had to go down to the planet and take care of it.
Mm-hmm.
See how that worked out.
Yeah, he is literally never called a leprechaun in this movie.
Yeah, I know. It's only I think they call it the monster or something.
He is the creature or the monster. Or, sometimes they call him an alien. They just say he's an alien. Oh. Just like, okay, like. It's just hilarious that they're just like, but he looks like a fucking leprechaun. I don't know what to tell you. Like, this is what we're doing. Like, we want to continue the franchise. We got to put the leprechaun in, even if it doesn't make any sense that there's a leprechaun here. But I guess we're so far into the future. Do they even remember what a leprechaun is? They could just be like, fuck it, whatever. It's just
I don't know. Planet Earth might not even be there.
True. So they're wandering in the cave, and one of the guys, I think his name is Lucky, who's not very lucky, by the way. He finds a table full of jewels and all that. And this is where we get a scene where I'm like, wow, I'm surprised that George Lucas didn't see just like a clip of this and go, I'm suing the shit out of Leprechaun 4.
I'm done with these guys.
Freaking Leppy boy takes out a freaking lightsaber and just shoves it up this man's ass.
Slices them all up. And it's off screen too, which a lot of the kills aren't shown. I mean, there's definitely a lot of kills that are shown, but
which is lame because this is a straight to video movie. Why do we care about the violence? You're not facing the MPAA. It's not going to the theater, so who gives a shit?
Well, it could just be budgeting. Like
true.
Could be thousands of dollars cheaper to just have the guy fall over rather than
because you don't have to do the effects, right?
Yeah, because you got to show that lightsaber knockoff shillelagh thing going through the guy's leg or something.
Yeah,
or his ass, either one.
So, well, so after the guy finds the jewels and then gets killed by the leprechaun, we then see like this weird alien thing like peek around a corner, and I'm like, what the hell is that? And we only see it for a split second, by the way.
Yeah.
You never see it again.
Never.
Like they shoot at the thing, it disappears, and then that's when Leprechaun picks up the dude's gun, and we get a shootout in this cave. And I'm like, and funny enough, everybody, this isn't the only shootout between the Leprechaun and all the other people, because there's just that's just what happens. We just get shootouts. Who would have thought when you're thinking of a Leprechaun movie that would be shootouts?
It's yeah, that's a very good point. We do have a lot of shootouts. Well, Leprechaun is very resourceful with his weapons, right? He's not just stuck to his machete or his, gloves with knives.
Yeah.
He just uses his environment.
The funny thing is he fucking magic. So he can literally just like flick his nose or twinkle his eye and, somebody's going to blow up or.
Yeah, that's a good point. He could just pull out like a fucking bazooka out of his pocket. You know what I'm saying?
But one of the guys throws a grenade and Levy's like, no, not the princess. I can't be king. And it just dives on it. Dude, every time they blow up the Leprechaun, it's awesome.
It's so good. Boom. Well, except one time, but we'll get there.
Oh yeah. That's
yeah.
We got a while before we get to that.
But he flies into like a million pieces.
So good. It's like anytime Chucky blows up, it's just like chef's kiss, dude. It's so good. But so he blows up. Everybody's like, yay, we win. And then one dumbass goes over and he's like, I'm gonna piss on the corpse of this blown up alien.
Is it Kowalski, I think, who pisses
on
it?
Kowalski. Yep. And I love that freaking metalhead there. He's just like, yeah, you do that.
Oh, death from above.
Yeah. Just piss on that thing. And he's like, starts pissing on the freaking, I think it was his leg or his arm or something. But I love, and then you see like this weird electricity effect that just like zaps right into his dick. And you're like, oh no, what's going to happen here? No concern at all. This dude's just like, oh, that felt funny. I shouldn't check that out later. Like, oh no, you definitely should check that out, Paul. You got
I
some
would have
space
checked that
herpes
out
now.
now.
Yeah.
Ew.
But I do love when they show Leppy's head like on the ground, because and it's great because it's literally just one of those, they stuck Warwick Davis's head through like the floor.
Yeah.
And then they put like some goo effects around to make it look just like his head's just there. It's great.
And he like winks or smiles or
Oh yeah.
blinks or something like that.
I've always appreciated those painted black teeth.
Yeah, they're very intricately painted.
So I always thought, and that may be the fact, but I feel like they never talk about it, is that they try to make his teeth look sharp, like so he doesn't have to wear like a actual fake teeth to have sharp teeth. They kind of paint his teeth to make them look like sharp instead of it being dirty.
You know what? I'm gonna look that up because that is, if that's the case, that's got to be the worst effect ever. Because I've always noticed his teeth, and I just assume they're just like dirty. You know what? You know what? You might be right on that. It does look kind of like it's pointed off to make it sharp. Wow, dude, I never noticed that.
It was crazy because I never read about it or saw it in any videos. It was literally me watching, I think, either Leprechaun, the first Leprechaun or Leprechaun 2, and they showed like a close up of his face, and I was just like, they really, I feel like they just wanted his teeth to look sharp, but Warwick Davis didn't want to wear like actual fake teeth because it would make it hard to talk.
Yeah, exactly.
He's a very vocal villain, so you can't be restricting.
Dude, wow, I learned something new about Leprechaun. No shit. Wow, good observation there.
Sometimes the good old brain works some of the times.
That's right. It's the Dissect That Film special right there.
Woo! Sure, special. So they take the princess out because she got knocked out. They take her back to the ship to find out who she is, and we meet Harold, who is like another person who works in the lab with
he's like a scientist,
Dr. Reeves, or Tina. I should call her Tina. He's a perv. He's straight up pervert. He's also just a dick too. It's just, she's trying to tell him things. Like, she was literally in the field. She discovers these things and she's like trying to tell him things. He's like, I don't work for you. He's like, bitch, we're supposed to be a team, you stupid bastard. Like, I'm not telling you as your boss. I'm just telling you, like, so we can actually do some work, dumbass.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Yeah, this guy, he's just he's a fucking creep, dude.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we'll find out.
But we get the I don't need no man moment where she, Books like offers to help her with something. Oh, to take off. He offers to help her with something, and she's just like, I don't need any help from you. I can do this on my own. Which, you know what? Yeah. Hey, all power to her. Like, you want to do this shit on your own? That's cool. But I love when guys take offense to that. They're like, I was just trying to help you. I was like, no, you're trying to fucking slap your dick on the table and say, I'm man, I do things better. Like,
that's right.
Okay. But he does. I do love that he comes up to her. He's like, strip. She's like, excuse me. He's like, I need the armor back. I'm not trying to get you naked. I just wanted to get, like, we're done here. You need that. I need that armor. It's like, oh man, the love at seventh sight. So we then see Harold and Metalhead, or Hooker, in the cargo bay. And they're like, they took a bunch of the gold from the cave, and they have a ray that can shrink and enlarge items, which is like foreshadowing.
Yes, big time.
And I just, what does he call Harold? Does he call him Dickhead? Come on,
I think he does call him Dickhead. Yeah.
It's like, yeah, you know what?
Which is pretty accurate.
This guy 100% is a dickhead. But we see the awesome microwave effects of the shrinking ray and the enlarging ray.
I love how they make it a point to shrink something, and then I think Hooker says something like, "What about to make it larger?" And then they make it larger again, just like to show off those specific plot points that we need.
He's literally doing one of these, like, I'm so cool. Did you see that? I made it bigger by pushing a button.
I'm surprised there were no dick jokes in there.
He's trying. He's like, it's not big enough to put on the table. It's not hitting it. Fuck you, Harold. You don't deserve it.
Yeah, but fuck Harold.
All I could think of when I saw this scene was like, man, did you watch? when you were growing up, did you watch like Bill Nye in school?
Oh,
Bill Nye the
fuck
Science
yeah,
Guy?
all the
Yeah.
time.
Dude, I swear they had like very minimal effects in that show, but I swear they had some effects that looked way better than this.
Yeah, oh, for sure. Absolutely.
Like this is
that's
PBS
right.
budget. And
Yeah.
they're like, I'm like, wow. I would have
Dude,
killed to
they're-
have Bill Nye be this guy though.
Oh
you,
my
Harold.
God.
Bill
That
Nye
would
is
have been
Harold.
amazing.
It's so good.
Harold.
I'd be like, God, he's the best character now. So we then are with or we see Mittenhand, but we only see him in a screen. And he literally is like, no one leaves the ship. Like, but Metalhead's like, we're done. Like our contract's up at midnight. We're done. We're leaving. And of course, like Mittenhand's like a child. He's like, no, you will not leave my ship. He's like, what? He's like, I'll lock it all. I'll lock it all down. I was like, okay, space Nazi. That sounds great. I'm so excited for this whole thing. But it's just, I love how close they are to his head as he's like talking. He's like bald and just and of course they had to give him a German accent so that you just immediately think he's a space Nazi.
Yeah, of course. Yep.
Not all
Nazi.
Germans are Nazis. I just want to put that as a
disclaimer.
disclaimer.
And another asterisk.
Yeah,
asterisk
we love
or
our
whatever.
German listeners because we do have
Yes.
listeners from Germany. Your country's awesome. I'm going there at some point. So
Nice.
we love our German listeners. But you know that when this would happen in movies, that's exactly what they were trying to do. They were like,
yeah, that's what they were implying.
yeah, remember that thing that happened a long time ago? Yeah, every time I make a German character, he's just going to be that guy in a horror movie. Goddamn stereotypes.
This movie's full of them.
Oh, so many. So we are then in like the mess hall kind of thing where they're like everybody's drinking out of like plastic cups that I swear I had growing up.
That's hilarious.
Dude, those
this
cups.
is the worst set ever, by the way.
Oh, this is fucking basic cable like sitcom sets,
Dude, literally, it's so fucking bad. It's crazy.
This is high school production sets.
No, that's a fucking fact, dude. It's one table, and the four of them are all scrunched in on this tiny table with like a few poker chips sitting
And
about.
they got like the just generic different colored wall so that it looks futuristic.
My God, it's so
Like,
bad.
wow. But they're all sitting at one table and they got those like really wavy plastic cups. I'm like, bro, I had those growing up. Like, I swear I had those same cups. But Kowalski, who got his dick zapped earlier, I guess him and Dolores are a thing. So they, get some sexy time. And I was like, wait, do we see her naked? I forgot. I was like, do we see her naked? Unfortunately, we do not.
No.
She was on she was on a pretty big show at the time. I don't think she was going to be agreeing to that. But we get a pretty decent amount of stuff. But yeah, they go in, fool around, and I'm always thinking like, why this guy of all the guys that are in this group, you picked this one?
This goofball,
this fucking moron.
Well, she wanted to shake hands with the big guy.
Oh my God, dude. That's like, listen, ladies, if any guy ever says that to you, fucking run. Just run.
I agree.
It is not going uphill. It is sliding. It is sliding like a mudslide, man. It's not getting any better. Do not procreate with that. Mistakes will happen. But yeah, it all gets interrupted as he starts feeling something in his pants, and it's not what he wants to feel. And boy, is it a surprise as he falls down and fucking Leppy Boy just pops out like fucking Bugs Bunny out of his hole.
Right out of his dick. This is the most ridiculous fucking scene I've ever seen in a movie
It's
ever.
so fucking good. And he's just like, remember, lads, it's always important to wear a prophylactic.
Prophylactic. Always wear a prophylactic.
It's good. It's good. Joey's been watching all these Leprechaun movies and just practicing his Warwick Davis voice.
Yeah. Always important to wear a prophylactic. See, I can't do it too many times because then I'll fuck it up. But I can pull a good one out every
If
once
I
in
don't
a
write
while.
down a quote, I fuck the quote up. So
Yeah.
that's just how my brain works. But and like I said earlier, this was literally the pitch to get the movie made. So this is just probably the most like what the fuck scene in the movie. You're just like,
Yep.
All right, it won them over. So we'll get on them.
It's definitely probably the second what the fuck moment in this movie, and it's incredible. And honestly, it's like anytime I've ever mentioned this movie, a lot of people have said to me like, "Oh, that's where he comes out of the guy's dick, right?" Like, yep. You got it.
Yep. Which is, I love the effect of just, he falls down and it's just like, he spreads his legs and it's just Warwick Davis under like some sort of fabric piece, and he just rips open this thing like, hello. It's fantastic.
Damn it.
And then we get like a John Wayne face-off between him and Dolores.
Yeah, he has like a revolver, right? Isn't this where he pulls out a revolver?
Does he do the pilgrim thing? Where he's just like,
yeah, he does.
It's like, where you think you're going, pilgrim?
My lady.
Yeah.
Whatever he says.
And also, like, her shirt is like around her waist, and she is going through a pretty traumatic experience right now. And somehow she takes the time as she's running away to put the shirt back on correctly.
Yeah.
She's like, I can't let these things just bounce around for everybody to see for the duration. Like, I'm not that type of actress. Okay.
That is hilarious. I never noticed that.
But I mean, that's the most you're going to get. And to be honest, there's not as much nudity in this movie as you think there would be.
Yeah, I know. I'm actually surprised it's toned down a lot.
So yeah, she gets away, and then we're back with Stallone Light and the rest of the gang, and he goes up and he starts talking to Tina at the bar, and she pretty much just calls him an idiot. She pretty much just insults him to his face. He's just like, you know what? He's like, I know what all of those things were that you said. Okay. Just because I put on this uniform doesn't mean that they just take my brain out.
And then I like how they like smile to each other for like a split second.
Yeah. And it's
like they got to build the romance. You know what I'm saying?
And then she's like, okay, see you later. As he just like leaves all embarrassed. But she is a biologist. And she says she's a biologist and then goes, I'm a doctor of biology. No shit. We didn't need that.
A biologist did not write this script. I'll tell you that.
I'm Dr. Tina, biologist, doctor of biology. Okay, I got the biologist part. I didn't need the second, whatever.
Yeah, I didn't need it at all, actually.
It's like, okay. I mean, to be honest, I feel like it was more just like, because she knew, like, she was calling him an idiot pretty much without saying it. So she literally had to be like, do you know what a biologist is? It's a doctor of biology. And he's just like looking at her cross-eyed like, I'm not dumb.
No, okay.
But boy, did they hit it off. And by that, they didn't. Right. Oh, my God. And I had to comment about the cups, as I mentioned earlier. We get some drunk dancing from the other two guys, and then we get a talk between Books and Sticks about kind of the situation. He's just like, I don't think she likes me, but I like her a lot. And Sticks is like, bro, just go talk to her. Like, you got this, man. Just do it. And I'm like, that's why you'd be a great friend.
Yeah, fuck yeah, dude. Exactly.
You're just so cool. But it was one of those things where it's like, it's such a stupid conversation because, listen, there are a lot of relationships out there where like one side is way smarter than the other. And most of the time, it's the ladies are way smarter than the guys. That's true. Just how it works, people. That's why we're in the predicament we are, because it's guys running this world and not women.
It's true.
I'll say it. Call me woke. I don't care.
Yep, I agree. I agree. I approve this message.
So he, like, when he's having this conversation with Sticks, he's just like, yeah, she's just too smart. I'm just not at her level. And I'm like, who gives a shit, dude? Like, learn something then. Like, learn something from her. Like, don't
put some effort into it.
Yeah, don't walk around and be like, man. I do manly things. I shoot gun.
I shoot gun.
I eat meat with no fork. And I yank my 1.5-inch dick. Like we didn't need that last bit there, Books, but thanks a lot. Appreciate it. Friggin' Dolores just blasts through the door, crying, screaming. Something's happening. Immediate jump cut to them. Like, everyone's back together and they're searching. There's no, like, we got to go get the Sarge. No. The Sarge is already there. He's going. Yep. They're going to find.
They're all tagged up, ready to go.
Oh, yeah. They're ready to go find Leppy Boy. This is when we're back with Harold, and he's being a perv. He's literally, like, kissing on the fucking comatose body of the princess. He's literally about to, like, fucking, like, if freaking Mitten Hand didn't wheel himself in on that TV a little later, I wouldn't be surprised if Harold was doing some despicable things. I mean, what he did was despicable, but he probably would have taken as far as he could.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But he of course gets like caught, but he realizes, oh shit, her hand, which we forgot to talk about, her hand got blown off.
Yep.
Dude, we forgot to mention when they pick up the hand, it looks like it came off of a mannequin from fucking like, JCPenney.
Yeah, it's like it's green too. Like, why the fuck is it green?
She's not green. She's very glittery, but she's not green. Yeah. Oh, but yeah, her hand grew back, and it's like, oh my God, it's amazing. And of course, this is when Mittenhouse shows up, or I keep saying Mittenhouse.
It sounds right.
Mittenhand. I literally had Mittenhouse for most of my notes, and then I was like, shit, his name's Mittenhand, and I had to cross them all out. I still don't. Still not saying it right. But I did get a chuckle out of like, Harold being a perv, being fucking disgusting. And then fucking Mittenhouse just like, it's like a little squeak. Like, yes, he's like wheeling his little TV in there to be like, fuck you doing, Harold? But he doesn't give a shit about the pervy shit. He was like, oh my God, we can take her DNA and we can use it for things. We just can't tell anybody. It's like, for one, who are you going to tell? Like, are you going to tell the fucking soldiers? Like, they don't like.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck.
They did their job. You're just not letting them go, which I don't understand kind of the point of why. I guess because they still need the leprechaun, but I don't fucking know, dude.
Yeah, it's a bit cloudy in that area.
Yeah, this movie doesn't explain certain things enough where it's like, you don't need to spoon feed me on this shit, but like at least make it like, oh, okay, I understand kind of the whole point. No, you don't. You're never gonna. You're just like, okay,
you don't. Now you don't.
Yeah. So he's gonna do nefarious things with this the blood of the princess, which is blue, by the way.
Yep. And it's like really, really watered down.
Yeah.
Blue.
Like, wow. Like, is she on blood
it's not
thinners?
Thick at all. Yeah, exactly. It's like water. It's blue water.
So they are on the search for Leppy Boy, and they get to a chamber where it's got, flesh-eating bacteria in it. And Dr. Tina, she's like, I know all about this room. I'll go in there with somebody and we'll take care of it. And it was like, here we go, Joey. Ready? Man. You lady, I go in there. You stay. You go back there. Stay.
Yeah.
You're like, even though you like, clearly this woman knows what the hell she's doing. Whatever. So they put on the hazmat suits. They go in there. There's a hazmat suit face off because they get in there, and I love that Leppy has to wear one of them.
A little tiny one.
It's so funny. Good. I mean, he is an alien, so I guess it would eat him too. Like I'm guessing. Yeah. I'm guessing he's not, immortal. But him in that little fucking suit is so good. And then he has like this weird staff that like has a retractable blade.
A gun? Or not a gun. It is a knife because he cuts it open.
And he freaking slices open. This was Mooch, I think. Mm-hmm. He slices his suit open. And so the guy's screaming. And so Books has to go over there and fucking rescue him and take him out. It's one of those like Indiana Jones moments where he takes him out. He turns around. He's like, I don't think Mooch made it. Turn around,
just a bloody skeleton. Yeah.
No shit, he didn't make it, guys. He's dead. So after this death, Hooker goes to Harold and to Mittenhand, and they're just like, we're done. We want to get out of here. Get us off this ship. And of course, Mittenhand's like, well, in an emergency, I extend your contract and you have to stay. I'm not going to continue to try to do a terrible German accent. It's not fair to our German listeners. And they're like, I don't care. We're just going to get out of here. And it's like, well, I can pay you comfortably to finally get that little bastard. And then he's like,
times their contract.
Yeah. And then everybody's just like, I think we could. Yeah, I think we could stay. That sounds like that sounds like a great plan. Yeah. What do we got to do? Okay, that's fine. And of course, Mittenhand has to like prove himself by coming out and showing his true self, which he's literally a cyborg. He literally is just like a torso, one arm, and the rest of it looks like one of those scanners that go up and down grocery store aisles. Like,
yeah, that's exactly what it looks like, too.
Dude, and then you have like these compartments that have like fluids that are constantly like circulating and pumping and shit.
Oh, yeah,
it's just fucking gross, man.
I like when they show it from behind because it's so clearly fake.
It's so clearly a dummy or like a animatronic. It's just like
animatronic, yeah.
Oh man, but it's fantastic. So, but yeah, the new deal is to kill the leprechaun, and
because they want to just give him the princess to save the men and the women.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And Mittenhouse, oh, now you got me saying it. God damn it. And Mitten Hand is like, no, we're keeping the princess because he wants the scientific advantage of regenerating his body.
Yep.
What happened to him in the first place? I want a prequel.
Yeah, I was gonna say we never find out. But yeah, they get a 3% boost with bonus. So they keep showing the ship, and I'm just like, we don't need more shots of the ship, okay? We don't need more shots of this awful CG. We get where we are. We can kind of like close our eyes and imagine we're in space. Like, it's fine. The interiors are still not great, but they're way better than seeing the outside of this fucking ship. We don't need to see it. Leppy is a greedy boy because he talks about that as soon as he gets to the princess, he's going to wed her, bed her, and bury her all in the same day. Because he's pretty much going to become king and then kill his wife and then become rich. It's like,
which is sad.
Which the funny thing is about the leprechaun is he's like, I want to be king and I want to be rich. But yet he's magical enough where he could literally like summon money. Like he's literally turns that table into just a cache of freaking coins and shit.
Yeah, exactly.
And you're telling me his magic couldn't somehow get him to become king?
He could just like force his way in there and there it is.
Or just like use his magic to manipulate the princess into being with him instead of being like, here's gold. I have gold.
Oh, that's a good point, actually.
I don't know. Seems like he makes it harder on himself or he just likes playing the game. He's just got a long game. Yeah. He loves it.
Yeah, I think he's a man of the chase. He loves the chase. Or a leprechaun of the chase, I guess.
So everybody splits up. We get like groups of 2. I think Styx goes with Danny. Who Danny is he's one of those characters that's just like he's been there the whole time, but he doesn't do anything.
Yeah, he doesn't contribute anything.
Yeah. So everybody splits up and we get, Danny being a little bitch. He's just like, why don't we just wait and just, wait for somebody else to get him. Yeah, we'll hide it out. And Styx is like, no, because I ain't no bitch. And I'm like, yeah, you ain't no bitch.
We're Marines, man.
Yeah. So there's a moment where Tina runs in front of Books and Books is just beaming that ass, dude. He's just like, the whole time. Like, bro, there's no subtlety there. He literally is just like.
That's when she runs up the stairs. Right?
Yes.
Yeah,
he's just like, dude. I'm right behind you.
Yep.
Like, yeah, you are. Yeah, I know what you're doing.
I know your game.
You ain't smooth. So the whole purpose of Mitten Hand using the blood is to kind of rebuild his body to become fully human again. We then get a weird scene between Dolores and Hooker where like, does she want to sleep with Hooker?
Yeah, it seems that way. Like, why is there tension there when there doesn't need to be tension there?
Because she goes up to him, she's like, I feel that Kowalski's death was my fault. And he's like, why would you say that? And she's like, because I gave him a boner. And he's like, well, that's just how it is.
That's the way I want to go out.
Yeah, she's like, well, maybe I can make that happen for you. And he's like, what? I was like, okay. It was so weird.
You know what? Now that you point that out, that is fucking weird. Why did they do it like that?
So we get a whole thing where it's like they're shooting at the leprechaun. He's using his magic. We also get because he uses the magic to like handcuff Books to like to something. I think it was like a shelf or something that was in this corridor. And this motherfucker takes a rifle and from point blank from his fucking wrist just like blasts
it off.
I'm like, nope.
My God, dude.
You would have been better off giving the gun to her and hoping to God she shoots the cops and not you.
Holy shit.
That was crazy. I'm like, holy crap, dude.
It's the most badass Marine thing I've ever heard.
She's like, are you okay? And he's like, what? He's like, are you okay? What? So he literally shot point blank. So he is deaf now. It's not like these guns are quiet.
That's true.
And then you get this weird thing where he saves her life and she just falls for him instantly.
Yeah.
Tina just falls for Books so hard. She's like, oh yeah, I'll do anything for you there, big guy. And you're like, what?
Is it always that easy?
Okay. No, it is not.
No, it's not. I know.
So Danny, he splits up from Sticks because he's a little bitch. He literally does one of those like, oh, I gotta. He's literally Gennaro from Jurassic Park, who he runs into the bathroom during the T-Rex scene. Yeah, that's what this fucking guy's doing. He goes in there and Leppy Boy's like, he does one of those very Freddy-like infomercial things where he's got like the hard hat on. And he's just like, you got to practice your work safety. And he's like cutting off his fingers.
Oh, dude, his big, thick, like greasy fucking fingers. God damn, dude.
And then he's talking to Danny. He's like, you could be on my side. He's like, yeah, maybe I could partner up with you.
Yeah, we could work out a deal.
It's all for nothing. As he drops a big giant container on top of Danny, and nothing is missed because Danny sucked.
Again, like another off screen. Well, I guess it's technically on.
It's on screen.
It doesn't show anything. It's not bloody or anything.
We do get the great one-liner where after it happens, Leppy goes, smashing. So
incredible.
Rittenhand or Mittenhand. Why do I have? Well, I guess this guy just doesn't have the same name at all in my notes. It's Mittenhouse. It's Rittenhand. I don't know what's happening. This guy just he's everything. He's gonna rebuild his dashing old self. He's like, at one point in my life, I was dashing. I was the talk of the town. Like, sure you were, pal.
Yeah,
sure you were. We get the whole thing where the group meet up in a elevator. They open up the door. Dolores goes out there on this catwalk, and then everybody else gets shut into the elevator. So she's by herself with Leppy, and she blows him up. But she goes over there, and he rebuilds himself from his leg, and then like tosses her over the side. And it's one of those moments where it's just like, bro, you think like you could get the finger strength to hold on to something like with like two fingers?
Not a chance.
Like
I'm pretty sure I think they tested that on Mythbusters. I'm pretty sure. That's like, it's impossible, dude.
It's crazy to just be like holding your fingers there, and then it's just like no way. Especially, like, no offense, especially her. Like, and to be honest, I don't think anyone's doing it. I don't even think the strongest guy is doing that. Like,
no,
you'd have to have some insane fucking finger strength. You're literally like doing this every day 150 times, dude. You want to see my fucking finger muscle? And it's just like
finger muscle.
Dude, I go to town all the time. Just hold on.
Dude, honestly, that's probably why.
Probably.
Much stronger than we are.
Yeah.
Start working on it.
And then you get, of course, another one-liner where he's just like, just hanging around.
I love his one-liners. They so clearly wanted to be Freddy, and it works so good.
I mean,
love it.
I would say he's probably more. Well, no, Chucky wasn't much of a one-liner. He just had a lot. He just talked a lot.
Yeah,
like Freddy was the one-liner, especially later on in the franchise. So yeah, they definitely modeled Leppy off of him. But the whole time, so they're like trying to like hurry up to get out of the elevator. And you got books in the panel. And he's fucking, but he's constantly looking back at them. Bro, fucking focus.
I know. Yeah,
panel.
seriously. There's more pressing matters, dude.
He's literally doing this. And what are you looking at? They're not going anywhere.
Yeah, they got it. They got your back.
They're
just
standing there
focus.
watching you. Just focus on the panel. Of course, if you just focused, maybe she would have lived, but she doesn't. She falls.
Yeah, that's right. That's sad.
We get the little piggy game with her hand.
Yep.
She falls to the bottom, and then they go down there, and of course, like, she's laying there and she's dead, but she does the one final like kill him. But what I heard was, it's tool time. What time is it?
She had to go back and film an episode.
She was like, this is it for me. I gotta go hang out with Tim Allen now. So we're back with Harold, and we're like, great, fucking Harold.
Yep.
And he gets tricked by Leppy because Leppy pretends to be Tina.
Yep.
She's outside naked. And this guy is so fucking horny. He just falls for the dumbest shit. Like, you really think you've worked alongside this woman? You really think that she would be standing outside that fucking lab naked, asking for you to let her in? She doesn't want you to see her naked, you silly, silly boy. But the thing is it doesn't end there because he goes to open the door, but it shows that it was Leppy the whole time because she faces the camera.
Yeah, I know.
And starts talking like him.
Oh, it's the worst like voiceover, like ADR thing I've ever seen. It's so bad, dude. It is so bad.
Oh my God, it's so fucking funny. But he goes, so yeah, he tricks him. Leppy knocks Harold in the balls. And did you notice when Harold's on the ground with the staff, like he is holding it against his nuts? Like it's not stuck there, dude.
Yeah, he's just holding it there.
You just got knocked in the nuts. It's not like he stabbed you, but he's literally holding it like rolling on the floor. Like, bro, just take it away from your balls. Dumb shit. But this is when Mitten Hand meets Leppy for the first time, and they kind of go back and forth. Mitten Hand is laughing at Leppy because of like what Leppy wants to do, and of course Leppy's giving him shit because of what he looks like. And then we get possibly the most fucking Looney Tunes kill you will ever see in a fucking horror movie.
Yeah,
and that is
by far.
And don't get me wrong, the effects on this kill are awesome.
Yeah, they are fucking amazing.
This is a character from Freaked, like the movie Freaked. This design looks like it came straight from that movie.
Yep.
So Leppy picks up a tray and frisbees it at freaking Harold and hits him in the face. And when the tray falls, his head is in the shape of the tray.
It's fucking flat. It's like a pizza, dude.
That's not how that works, guys. For one, he would have had to throw that at such a speed for that thing to happen like that. But the fact is they decided with all of the crazy kill, like, actually, there really isn't a crazy amount of kills in this movie. But like, you have him coming out of the dude's dick. You got the dude getting turned into a skeleton. Like the dick one was pretty out there and ridiculous.
Yeah.
But the fact that this man turns into a pizza face, it's both hilarious and stupid, but the effects are fantastic.
The effects are the best part about it, man.
It's so good. But guess what? Harold is dead. The princess wakes up and she screams. And I love Leppy's response. So he goes, "She loves me." Oh man, but of course he ball gags Mitten Hand. I almost said Mittenhouse again. And he mixes a concoction of like spider and scorpion, mixes it all together with her DNA.
Blood. Yeah.
Yep. And fucking injects him. And then like for the rest of what you see of this version of Mitten Hand is him fucking just tweaking the whole time as they're like walking through. He's literally just like, ah!
Right, guys. This guy's probably like a serious actor. He's like, what the fuck am I doing in this role?
Oh, and then we get the one bout of nudity in this movie, and that is when the whole group is in a room with the princess, and the princess flashes her boobs. And of course, all the guys are like drooling, like, bro, have you never seen boobs before? Like, listen, don't get me wrong. I'm not mad. I'm not upset by this, but I'm also not watching this going, like, oh, come on. And when she leaves, well, then the leprechaun shows up. He covers Hooker in explosives. He like puts him in a trance too. He like totally like reprograms this guy,
like brainwashes him.
And you later find out that since like that on her planet, her showing her boobs is like a death wish.
Yeah,
pretty much just it's a message that they're gonna die. It was one of those like, we just need boobs in this movie. Here we go. Like it literally 100%. Did not need to be in there, but you're just like, all right, well, at least, I mean, I feel like we expect this.
Yeah, they had to throw it in there.
So someone never showed Miguel Nunez Jr. how to hold a gun, because he is running around with the same gun that Books is carrying. And Books, of course, he's got it on his shoulder. He's using the sight. He's got it like how you would feel you're supposed to hold a gun like that. This motherfucker is running around with it at his waist.
I never noticed that.
Yeah,
now I got to rewatch it.
He is running around with this gun like, bro, what? For one, where's the accuracy going to be? You have no idea where you're aiming at right now. You're going to pull that trigger, those bullets are going, it's stormtrooper aim if you're running around with your gun like that. It's hilarious. But they go into this room, and then we get a drag scene with Hooker. And from stories from the story is, and from Tim Colcherry's mouth, the guy who plays Hooker, is that this scene only took one take of of this drag scene of him dancing and singing and
because he only wanted to do one take.
No, he didn't say that. He said he actually had a lot of fun doing this scene. He said it was like one of the most fun scenes he had done for the movie.
Wow.
But he said that they loved the first take and they just said screw it, we're gonna move on. Yeah.
Wow. No shit.
Yeah.
That is wow. That's something.
Mm-hmm.
That's a movie scene.
It's definitely a scene, guys.
Yep.
But the princess tells Leppy where his gold is. And she pretty much tells him it's in the cargo bay. I'll show you where it's at. And of course, the Leppy boy hears gold and he is on it. He wants to be there ASAP. We see what creature Mitten Hand turns into, and it's a monster. It's a spider, scorpion, something. It looks awesome. To be honest, I think this looks so cool.
It is the coolest fucking looking thing ever and the most outlandish thing ever.
But the worst part of it is when he is at the control panel, or he's at like the controls, and he goes, "I am not Mitten Hand anymore. I am Mitten Spider." And I'm like, we didn't need that, dude.
I know,
come
dude.
on.
It's so cheesy. Oh my god.
It's so stupid. But then like we're back to the mess hall where Sarge like starts to wake up and he like is like reprogrammed and he's like fighting them all. He's like stabbing. He's got his gun with the bayonet at the end. And Tina is like, she mentions earlier that she's a black belt in karate.
Yeah.
So she's like beating his ass and he's fighting them. And then he finally sticks the bayonet in an electrical socket, fries him. And then you find out he was a cyborg the whole time.
He wasn't a real guy.
Wow. Leppy Boy activates the self-destruct mode on the ship, which I always find it so funny. Who the fuck decides self-destruct? We need it.
Yeah, why the fuck would you ever add that ever? Come on.
Is it one of those things where it's like, well, if we know our ship is getting taken over by somebody, we don't want them to have what we have, maybe we can just blow the ship up and then everybody's, I mean, I guess the only like,
maybe, yeah, I don't know.
That's the only thing I could think of for like the whole purpose. Cause like, I feel like Star Wars has it. Star Trek has it. Like
Spaceballs had it.
Spaceballs. Yeah. Yep. It's just like, okay. And it shouldn't be this goddamn hard to turn it off.
Yeah, wait a second. That's a good point. God damn it. What are these people doing, man?
So we're back with the PS2 ship. We had to see that one last time.
Yep.
Sorry, I should say PS1.
Yeah,
PS2 had some better graphics.
That's true.
But yeah, they got to find the gold before leaving the ship because they got to get the hell out of there. But no one leaves because we still have to deal with this guy,
Mitten Spider.
Mitten Spider. Yeah, because was it Styx? Yeah, he gets attacked by Mitten Spider, and we then have the princess getting humbled by a face full of zits.
Yeah. Oh, dude, they're gross too. Like, oh my god.
Well, she starts making fun of the leprechaun and pretty much throws in his face like, "I'm not gonna marry you." Like,
yeah,
all these things you're hoping for is not gonna happen because you're kind of gross, man. You're kind of fugly. And he's like, "Oh yeah, well, what about you, bitch?" And then he just like turns the thing over and she's just covered in like these nasty pussy piss zits. Just nasty, dude.
Ew.
And of course, like she freaks out, she falls over. And he gets really annoyed with the gold being so small. Like, why me gold so small? She's like, you're a little bitch. Then we get another shootout. Styx is being all tangled up by Mitten Spider. Somehow he's still alive. But
I don't know how he survived that.
Yeah, because it's not like he killed Mitten Spider. He's just in there with him, but he's all like tangled up and he's like, "I need a password. Somebody get me a password."
Well, I guess spiders they like trap flies in their web, right? And they don't kill them immediately. So perhaps that's, it just worked out for him.
And we always have to get like him twitching and like,
oh, it's so gross.
I need flies.
God. Yeah, give me flies. Me. Yeah, feed me. How can I forget about it?
So during the shootout that's in the cargo bay, for some reason, Books has to take his shirt off.
Yeah, I never understood why he took the shirt off.
There's not any reason for him to take his shirt off. He's just doing it to do it. I guess it's more like, well, there were boobs earlier. Maybe we'll even the score here. I'll just take off my shirt. I mean, hey, man.
Yeah,
it's a fit-looking man, but like.
That's true. But I mean, also Tina gets her pants ripped off by Mitten Spider.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, we were like, oh.
For no reason.
Yeah, literally no reason. But here we are. Where are we? He took his shirt off because he got shot in the shoulder.
Okay, yeah, he does get shot.
I still don't understand why you need to take your shirt off. You're still
I don't know. I don't get what the point of that would be.
So the enlarging beam hits Leppy and he becomes Wumbo Leppy, and he of course you have to have the joke where because he's so big he's got to check his pants, see if his dingling is bigger, and he goes, big is good. And then of course we get him like just throwing a bunch of containers for the next like 5 minutes. You're like,
yeah, he does that for so
something
long.
happen, please. I want something to happen. Nothing is happening right now.
I do like the set though, because they obviously, built up like pieces of plastic to make it look like it.
Yeah,
that's super cool. I love shit like that in movies.
So Tina's got to get to like the deck or the main, where Styx
wherever the
is
controls.
right now.
Whatever I don't know what that's called.
And yeah, she's getting attacked by Mitten Spider because she's going through like the air ducts. She's like getting attacked by him, and of course, this is where we get the thing where he just rips her pants off, and I'm like,
for no reason.
What?
Dude.
Okay, let's just break this down. Okay, I'm not saying this to be perfect, but she's wearing very tight pants.
Yeah,
he would have took the undies too at that same point. There's no way he's just grabbing those pants, dude.
Yeah,
but of course she can't just be running around fucking Donald Ducking it the rest of the movie. That would just
that's a good point.
A different movie.
Good point. It would be a different movie.
Yeah. But she attacks Mitten Spider when she gets to Styx, and she hits him with liquid nitrogen. I'm like, what is with liquid nitrogen in these space movies? Because we get the iconic Jason X kill with the liquid nitrogen. Right. All right, cool. And then she shoots at him and he explodes. I just love that she shoots at him with a rifle and somehow he explodes.
Yeah, oh man.
I don't think that's how it would work, but you know what?
Yeah,
so cool.
I don't know where the fire came from, but that's fine.
They are able to open up the door to outside the ship, and Leppy just gets sucked right out. And then we get the weirdest effect where it's like that, like what is this effect?
He like fluctuates and shit.
Yeah.
And like they like digitally like expand his photo or his image.
And he blows up
in the worst fashion ever.
So if you pay attention real close, his explosion is the exact same explosion as Mitten Spider. I swear they just reused the explosion from Mitten Spider with when the Leppy blew up.
No shit. I didn't realize it was the same one.
Because when it fills up the whole screen, you could tell it's like inside. Like it's an indoor set. It's
you can see the room behind the explosion.
Yeah. So and to be honest, after just seeing Mitten Spider explode, and I see that one, I'm like, they look identical. Like those explosions look identical. It's like they literally were just like, why don't we just use this? We'll just tweak it a little bit so it kind of looks like it's outside.
Wow.
Yeah.
They didn't even do that. They literally did nothing. It just cuts from him in space expanding, and then boom, inside white explosion.
Yeah. It was a thing that happened. And then of course we have to get the princess, and she's just like, the king is dead. Long live the queen.
Yeah.
And then she just fucks off.
Just like, we never hear from her again.
Of course they get the password to stop the self-destruct method, literally with like 1 second left.
Yep.
And we get the final shot of Leppy Boy's hand flipping them all off. And they're like, yeah, right back at you, buddy. Dude, there was we forgot to talk about when Leppy Boy gets enlarged. Wow, they could not clean that up very well, huh?
Oh my! You mean when he like reaches down and tries to grab him and shit?
Well, no,
that?
when he actually goes from being like small to big.
Oh like yeah! Oh my god,
dude! It like what is the resolution here? It's awful.
It is so bad.
It's so pixelated. It's terrible. And then it also, like, when you see all his body parts floating outside, it's the same thing. Like,
Yeah,
you
it's the
couldn't
same
clean it
shitty.
up.
Oh my god, dude. I forgot about that. Yeah, because when he flicks off with just his hand, it does look
It
so
looks
bad.
terrible. But that is it. That is the plot of Leprechaun 4 in space. Now it's time to go around the room and share our final thoughts on the movie and give you our Dissect That Film rating. So, Joey,
Wow.
after your latest viewing, what are your final thoughts on Leprechaun 4 in space?
Yeah, you know what? I think I like this movie more every time I watch it. It is by far my favorite Leprechaun. It is just so ridiculous. And here's the thing. I think there is some sort of nostalgia for me with this movie that's really clouded my judgment, clearly. Because, like I said, I think this is the first Leprechaun movie, but I love how fucking ridiculous it is. Like, all the other movies are ridiculous, yes, but this one just cranks it up to 10, and I love that. And Dr. Mittenhand is the best part of this fucking movie. And when I wish there was more Mitten Spider monster, that is the best. Like, the makeup, they took up half the budget. It's incredible. And it's a huge fucking thing. Even when he's Mitten Hand, like, as the robot cyborg thing, it's incredible. This movie's a fucking masterpiece. I swear to God, I'm going to watch this again a third time tonight in the last 2 days. It's incredible. Chef's kiss. I love this movie.
So, with our new Dissect That Film rating system, we have the Dissect That Film seal of approval, which is the best you can give a movie. We have It's a movie where it's it's a good time, but it's not great. It doesn't deserve that seal of approval. And then it's in the trash, which just means it's just a bad movie. Where are you putting it, Joey?
Oh God. I can't say it's just trash, right? I can't. It's an entertaining movie, but it's a trash movie. I can't say that I give it the official Joey C. X Dissect That Film seal of approval because it's not the greatest movie I've ever seen. And okay, hang on. I got a new category, the official Joey C category. It's so fucking bad. It's amazing. It's incredible. This is it. It's so bad. It's good. All righty. If I have to pick the three, this movie's trash. Fucking horrible. Bottom of the list.
Wow.
Yeah.
He gave it all this praise, loved the movie, and is still gonna give it a trash rating.
Yeah, you put me inside of a box. I had to pick.
That's crazy,
You know what I'm saying?
Joey, because
I
I'm
know,
not even
I know.
gonna do that. I'm not even going to do that. But before I give my rating, I'm gonna go over to Discord where I asked our friends over there what they thought of the movie, and they gave their rating. And I'll read the ones that gave their rating, because some people just gave their thoughts, and that'll be when we get into the thoughts section. But we are going to start with our good friend Spicy Dan, who says, "This one is one of my favorite Leprechaun movies. The practical effects and makeup are great. Warwick is always great, and hey, when he can kill you by entering your love sausage, how can it be bad?" Rating,
Love sausage.
he gave it the Dissect That Film seal of approval.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
yeah, it's just, that's the thing, Joey. You could have gave it the seal of approval. It would have been acceptable. You love the movie. And I will give you a rebuttal. I will let you change your rating if you would like, because listen, let me clarify to the best of my ability what these ratings are. Okay. Seal of approval is like, even if the movie's bad, if you thoroughly enjoy the movie, even if it's a bad movie, because like I have those movies too. Godzilla 98. It's not a great movie. It's not a good movie, but it's an entertaining movie. I thoroughly enjoy that movie. If you thoroughly enjoy a movie, even though it's quote unquote bad, then it doesn't deserve that trash rating.
You know what? Okay, that's fair. In that case, with that rewordage, I will change my answer to it has the official Joey C. X Dissect That Film seal of approval.
Well, I'm gonna have Joey send his face, and that'll be our new seal of approval tag. It'll literally just be Joey. So good. So we have 2 seal of approvals. This movie is just a good time. Like, you go into this movie knowing exactly what you're getting. Yes, the effects are horrendous. I'm not even gonna say they're bad. They are horrendous.
Yeah,
but some of the kills are fantastic. The practical effects, especially the makeup effects, and like the creatures look awesome. Gabe Bartalos is a legend for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
The characters are all just wild. Like, Miguel Nunez is my favorite character in this movie because he's just so fun to watch. Because he's not just the generic guy. He's not the same as the other guys. He differentiates himself from everybody, and that's what makes him good. Yeah, and just like, of course, you got the space Nazi villain, you know, who's wild. It's just like, this movie is insane, and I have a blast with it, even though I know that it has so many flaws. But that's the point. Even the directors was like, what did you want? What did you expect?
Yeah, what did you expect?
Come on. I will not give it the seal of approval because it's not my favorite Leprechaun movie, which is, you know, it's surprising to some, maybe not to others. I still love 3 over this.
Yeah, okay.
But I will say it's a movie. It's a fun movie, but it's a movie.
You know what? I accept that.
Back over to the Discord, we got another one from Lo Wang who says, so Leprechaun in Space is my favorite one. It ticks all the things I like in a B-horror movie. Goofy practical effects, cheesy acting, exploding dicks, and space. Yeah. I rate it a Dissect That Film seal of approval. So we got 3 Dissect That Film seal of approvals to 1 It's a Movie. It is kicking some ass. I think that was all we got over in the Discord. But now we're gonna go to comments now, because we did get a few comments on this one. We're gonna go over to social media. We're going to go over to Instagram, where we got a couple, and I think a couple people left ratings, so we'll see where it stands. Our first one is from Big Bad Wolf 884, who said it's the Jason X of the series, of course, even though this came out before Jason X. And I say that with love, because I adore Jason X. Miguel Nunez is always a welcome addition to movies. Debbie Dunning was stunning. Yes. Yeah. Yes, she was. She still is, to be honest. She showed up in Tim Allen's newest show, and I was like, wow.
Oh?
And she's like, I think she's probably in her 50s now. She's still looking good, man. And Warwick has fun with this role as usual. Leprechaun 4 is somewhere between seal of approval and it's a movie for me. We don't allow, like, it's not usually how we do it, but you know what? I'm not going to tell you got to pick one, but we get it. Thank you for the comment. Movies for Days says it's a lot of fun and annoyingly stupid. Plus, it's always fun to see Miguel Nunez in some stuff. Yeah, because
you're fucking right.
Best. James, a Darkish Cinema podcast, says, oh my God, like, for real? We're really doing this? Lol. All 3 options on your rating scale are appropriate. Okay, for real, though. Anyone who took this movie seriously is wrong. Yes, it's unbelievably stupid, but that's the point. You take this movie serious, you're just not doing it right.
Yeah.
It's tongue-in-cheek, it's satirical, it's self-parody to the nth degree, it's irrational, idiotic, ridiculous, dumb, senseless, and it's all on purpose. Buckle up, because you're about to hit ludicrous speed. Yes, Spaceballs reference. Woo!
That's a great comment.
And then Dewey Podmaster says, easily my favorite movie with this little green bastard in it.
Yeah.
I agree. Well, actually, I don't agree, because I said it wasn't my favorite. But I agree. It's just a really fun movie. And I think actually, yep, that'll be all for comments. So this movie, just final thoughts is just like, check this movie out. Like, this franchise is just one of those, like, even if you watch it one time, never see it again, at least you say you saw it. 2 is the only one I will say is like, it's a rough watch. Like, of the ones that we have covered so far, 2 is probably the roughest one. It's just really slow and boring. But the final thing we're going to do, because we have been ranking these movies. I'm trying not to say rate. We already did the ratings. Now we're doing the rankings. We have been ranking the movies at the end of each episode. Currently, our rankings are as such. We have Leprechaun 3 at number 1, the original Leprechaun at number 2, and Leprechaun 2 at number 3. So it's up to me and Joey. And of course, if one person picks one spot and we pick the other, we'll figure it out, and the rating will be updated by the time we hit next year.
Yeah.
So Joey,
sure.
based on that ranking, where would you put Leprechaun 4?
Well, of course, I would put it at top, of course, but I know, objectively speaking, it's definitely number 2. It's definitely 100% number 2, right behind number 3.
You know what? I'm gonna agree with you. I do love the original Leprechaun, and I think it's one of those. It's a good introduction to this character. It's the most grounded movie in the franchising, as you progress. But I think Leprechaun 4 is way more rewatchable than the original Leprechaun.
I agree. I completely agree.
And not to say that it's better. It's just more entertaining.
There's just definitely more entertaining.
Because it's one of those movies where you just kind of throw it on and you could just have it on in the background. You can have some spirits, get a little tipsy, and throw on Leprechaun 4 in space. You're just
great movie to watch drunk.
Yeah, you're just gonna have a good time. So I'm going to agree with you, Joey, and I'm gonna put Leprechaun 4 at number 2.
Yeah.
So our new rankings are Leprechaun 3 at number 1, Leprechaun 4 in space at number 2, Leprechaun at number 3, and Leprechaun 2 at number 4.
Yeah.
Next year, we'll be back here in March of 2027 to talk another Leprechaun movie. Next year will be Leprechaun in the Hood.
Wow. I can't believe it. We're
going
to the Hood next year.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
That Leppy Basher's going to the Hood. So that's exciting. I've been having a blast covering these movies, and to think we're already getting to number 5 is kind of crazy. But
I know
we still got so many to go. We still have 2 more Warwick Davis movies. We have one that's not even a Warwick Davis movie, and then we have one that's kind of that kind of literally just erases all of the other movies.
Yeah. Yep.
So it should be a lot of fun. But that is it for Leprechaun 4 in space. On the next episode of the Dissect That Film Podcast, we are going to be in April, and I've been looking up to see some movies that really were nostalgic for me, and my co-host Dan and Angela, just kind of see what movies that are celebrating big anniversaries we could cover. And I saw one, and I was like, we haven't really covered animation in a while, or a movie that uses a lot of animation. And back in 1996, a little movie directed by Henry Selick, director of Nightmare Before Christmas, Coraline, and many others, Wendell and Wild, a lot of fun stop motion movies, even Monkey Bone, which I've talked about on a podcast. Mm-hmm. He directed a movie based on a Roald Dahl book called James and the Giant Peach. So we're going to be taking a look at James and the Giant Peach from 1996. Very, very excited to talk about that movie, because I think that is a movie that, when you think of big stop motion movies, that one just doesn't get talked about enough.
I watched it all the time as a kid, man.
Oh,
and I rarely hear people talk about it.
Yeah.
I also watched the Abbott and Costello version of it.
Oh.
Yeah.
There's an Abbott and Costello version of James and the Giant Peach?
It's either James and the Giant Peach or Jack and the Beanstalk. It's one of those two.
I feel it's Jack and the Beanstalk.
You know what? It might be. I might be the biggest moron ever, but it's one of those two.
I don't mean to call you out, but I was like, wait, I don't think that, because I think that book was written after Abbott and Costello were a thing.
Oh, you know what? Yeah. You know what? Actually, I think it is Jack and the Beanstalk, and I'm going to look this up right now.
Oh, but yeah, that'll be our next episode of the Dissect That Film Podcast. Next week, for the first episode of April, you're going to be getting our final, I think it's our final, out of the Patreon Vault Monster Zone episode. So once they're up, then we're going to be getting 2 new Monster Zone episodes a month starting in May. So that's very exciting. But we're going to be giving you guys our episode on the giant mantis. So from 1957. So very, very cool conversation. For anyone who's been listening to those and going, man, those episodes sound a lot different than the normal episodes. Yeah, because I was trying a bunch of different things with audio, and most of the time it didn't work out well. So my apologies for the audio not sounding as good on some of those Patreon. And also it was like, it's Patreon. It's all the only people listening to that is Patreon.
Yeah.
And then I was like, why don't I release it to everybody else? Yeah, whatever. But yeah, Joey, You're the man.
You know what? Appreciate it. Happy to be here.
You're always
Love being on the show.
Yeah. Of course. We've been getting some feedback on your episodes, and it's been great. We literally had someone who literally went through the entire playlist on YouTube of just your episodes and kept leaving just really short comments. But thank you so much for checking those out, and I appreciate that. Anyone who's who came over from Joey's channel over here to check us out, I really appreciate that. Joey's been a great friend and huge support for the show. I mean, this is literally, I think, Jesus. Let me look real quick and see how many episodes you have been on this show.
I remember last time we tried to figure that out. I kept forgetting we did certain episodes.
Because you have your own playlist. This is your 9th episode.
Oh my God.
This is the 9th episode Joey has been on since we did Ernest Scared Stupid.
Oh, fantastic.
All the way back
2023, I think.
Let's see. May of 2023. So literally
Wow.
we're almost on our 3-year anniversary of Joey being on this show. He's been on this show for almost 10 times, which is just mind-blowing.
Is that more than anybody?
I think so. You're definitely I think you're the number one guy when it comes to appearances. But yeah, it's always a blast having you on. I know Dan and Angela were pretty bummed about having to miss this one because everybody just loves you, dude. Like everybody just has a great time hanging out with you. And to be honest, you're gonna be back on so many other times, so it doesn't like.
Yeah, it's true.
They'll just have to miss this one time. It's okay, guys. We're thinking of you. Just,
we are.
Survive the plague, survive space travel.
Please.
I don't know what the hell is happening.
Survive
just
the
get
lep.
better. Yeah, just survive. There it is. That Leppy bastard got him.
Got him.
We gotta get him back. But Joey, can you tell all the fine folks out there where they can find you, what you got going on, all the fun stuff you got going on in your life?
Well, if you want to find me, you can go to youtube.com/officialjoeyc. I do a lot of terrible videos there, very boring videos. So boring, in fact, I hope you click off. I do a lot of boring day in the lives. If you ever wanted to watch me examine like the saloons in Red Dead Redemption 2, you can go on YouTube and watch it probably by the time this episode drops. If you want to watch me examine the bathrooms in Grand Theft Auto 5, that's another one. Or the bathrooms in Friday the 13th with Tony from Hack the Movies. Yeah. So that's about it. You know where to find me.
Yeah.
And I hope you're bored. Stay boring, my friends. Stay thirsty, my friends. Stay boring.
Listen, as someone who is an avid viewer of the official Joey C YouTube channel, and the Boring Day in the Life is one of my favorite shows because I get to live vicariously through Joey. All right. I'm married. I'm a married man with 3 kids. Like,
that's fair.
I get to like live through Joey, for 20, 25 minutes a month or however many he puts out a month.
Usually
it's a great time. And then I have to like turn it off and then I go back to my actual life.
That's what everybody says too. They say they can live. I'll just wake up at noon. I'm like, I'll go to McDonald's. In fact, I'm going to go to McDonald's after we record this.
There we go. But yeah, definitely check out Joey's channel. It'll be linked in the video description or in the show notes.
Well, we'll be collabing on this, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, that too. So you can just literally click on the thing right there because YouTube's got that cool collab. I wish they'd stop copywriting my fucking videos, but at least you can do the collab things.
Yep, that's right.
Thanks,
YouTube.
Oh my God. What the hell else we got? I don't know what the hell else we got here. As for us, you can follow us pretty much. We primarily are sticking to Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky. You could do Dissect That Film or Dissect That Film Pod. The Monster Zone. We have a second show. It's called The Monster Zone because we are a bi-weekly show and all the other weeks are filled in with Monster Zone episodes. That is a show that I don't host. I just show up. I'm like Joey. I just show up and talk about the movie. But it's hosted by our wonderful co-hosts, Dan and Angela, and our 4th co-host, Mikey, where we spin a wheel once a month, soon twice a month, and we talk about whatever monster movie it lands on. And for March, we did the 2007 New Zealand horror film Black Sheep, which was a lot of fun. And then I think for April, I'm sorry, we are covering 1994's Plankton. Nothing to do with SpongeBob.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it also goes by a different name that I cannot remember at this time. But yeah, that is what we got going on. That has its own Instagram account now. So if you want to follow the Monster Zone separately from Dissect That Film Pod, just go to Instagram. It's at the Monster Zone. I'm trying to post it's primarily just monster related stuff over there. Cool. I'm really bad at social media, so sometimes you might not see things posted for a few days because I'm terrible at posting. But yeah, go to our Linktree for all the links. We have a merch store. We have a Patreon that we talked about, where for $1 you can get early access to episodes. You could get access to polls. You get once a month watch-alongs. Other things that I have planned in my head that someday will come to fruition. So yeah, if you want to support us financially, you can go there. If you can't do that, you can go to your favorite podcast app and drop a rating and review, because we like to read those. Or you can go to our YouTube channel where you may be watching us already. Make sure you like the video, you leave us a comment, because I like reading the comments. And yeah, just subscribe. It's free. It literally costs you nothing. And you don't even have to watch our videos. Just help us out. Just hit it. It's fine. But yeah. I think that's it. I think the final thing I got to do is pop over to Patreon and thank our wonderful patrons.
Yeah.
I think I would have this pulled up, but nope, I don't. So I want to thank Dustin Elkins, Rudy5453, Bucket of Chum, the Shark Movie Podcast, Corey Morissette, Daniel Collins, Jordan Champion, Lo Wang, Doom Generation, Angela, Dissect That Dan, The Baron's Hideout Podcast, Eric Stein, Robert Stewart, Jason, Anna Presley, Lone Wolf, and Derek Affolder. Thank you so much for supporting us over on Patreon, and thank you to everybody else who supports us, period, because without you, this show would be probably done a long time ago. But we're going to keep going for you. So thank you. And until next time, I am Brett Parker. That is the official Joey C. This has been another episode of the Dissect That Film Podcast, episode 230. We'll see you again on the next one. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Watch out for that leopard boy bastard. Oh, no.